is time now for the Muletrain News Program for this Monday, August the 24th, 2015, the first day of school right here in the Muleshoe area. Brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
This is a very, very important time of the year, and it's back to school time. Muleshoe schools open bright and early on Monday morning. And don't forget to watch our first day of school interviews here online as well as on the air on Channel 6 on Reach Broadband, and online you can find us at muleshoetv.com. It'll be on the front page of our website, our Twitter, and Facebook /Gil Lamb. Don't forget safety rules. When there is a school bus stop taking on or letting off children, don't ever pass that school bus. Also, be sure in all school zones to obey the speed limit, and don't ever text and drive on the streets, on the highways, in front of schools. Don't ever text and drive, and don't use your cell phone either. Watch out for the little children because they're so excited going to school or going back to school, and they have been taught to stop, look, and listen. But you need to drive defensively and stop, look, and listen also. Teach your children to walk on the sidewalks if there is a sidewalk. And if there are no sidewalks, walk facing the traffic. That is so important. And never, never dart out in front of a parked car. And it is a cool first starting to school of 2015-16 school year. And so let's check in on our weather forecast courtesy of 5 area telephone, West Plains Telecommunications. But first, a message from our sponsor.
5 area telephone, West Plains Telecommunications, right here in Muleshoe, 302 Uvalde Street, 806-272-5533, where they offer phone and internet. Check them out online, www.5area.com. 5 Area brings you this back-to-school weather forecast, looking at a cool morning, back to school, with highs in the mid-80s this afternoon. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of thunderstorms for the Muleshoe area is slide at 20%. Partly cloudy Monday evening with the low around 60. In the mid-60s, south winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tuesday, mostly sunny, high around 90 degrees. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, so a little bit warmer on Tuesday. Tuesday night, partly cloudy, lows in the mid-60s. Wednesday, sunny, high in the lower 90s. Wednesday night, partly cloudy, lows in the mid-60s. Thursday, mostly sunny, high in the lower 90s. Partly cloudy Thursday evening, lows in the mid-60s. Friday, mostly sunny, high around in the lower 90s. 20% chance of thunderstorms Friday during the day, mostly clear, low in the mid-60s Friday night. 5 area telephone, West Plains Telecommunications has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast. Again, repeating for our back-to-school forecast for today on Monday in the Muleshoe area. Highs in the mid-80s, south winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Isolated thunderstorms possible with a 20% chance of rain during the afternoon, mostly partly cloudy. Tonight, lows in the mid-60s. Then Tuesday, mostly sunny, highs around 90 degrees. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy Tuesday night, lows in the mid-60s.
Don't forget, all members of the Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, your annual membership meeting is this Tuesday at the Bailey County Coliseum. And the back to school shoe drive is on right now. You can leave your gently used shoes or brand new shoes right now at the Calvary Baptist Church. the Williams General Store, Evolve, 16th and Avenue D, Church of Christ, First Baptist Church, First United Methodist Church, or the Cowboy Fellowship. If you do not have shoes to donate to the Back to School shoe drive, they are also accepting your monetary contributions. Make your check out to Calvary Baptist Church and send it to Post Office Box 378 here in Muleshoe, zip code 79347. And on September the 12th from 9 to 11 in the morning at the Calvary Baptist Church, which is located at the corner of 18th and Avenue C, they will have the shoes there and they will be distributing them. Now, they can use good new shoes or good used shoes, either one, are your monetary contributions. They do want to get those by September the 9th, and they will be distributing them in all sizes of shoes here in Muleshoe next month. Leal's Apartments has 2 apartments for rent. They are 2-bedroom apartments with 1 bath, and they rent for $535 per month with a $300 security deposit. You can contact Debbie Leal at her email address, debbie@myleals.com, or call 806-206-6375 to inquire about these apartments for rent at the Leal's Apartments here in Muleshoe. That's for rent, 2 apartments. They're both 2-bedroom with 1 bath and rent for $535 a month. There is a security deposit of $300. You can call Debbie Leal at 806-206-6375 or email her at debbie@myleals.com. The apartments are located here in Muleshoe. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just one moment, so please stay tuned.
It is back to school time here in the Muleshoe area, and you can show your school spirit now with the First Bank School Spirit MasterCard debit cards available now at the First Bank here in Muleshoe for the Muleshoe Mules, Dimmitt Bobcats, or the Bovina Mustangs. Show your team spirit and earn cash for your school every time you swipe your card. Call or come by today, 806-272-4515, 202 South First Street. The First Bank right here in Muleshoe now has the Muleshoe Mules, Dimmitt Bobcats, or Bovina Mustangs School Spirit MasterCard debit cards available now. The First Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Do you have family in town? Well, if you do, come to Leal's, where families come together. Leal's is a family business that started in Muleshoe. They are located at 1010 West American Boulevard and serve the best of Mexican food and other treats. See you at Leal's. That's where my family goes when we are in town.
The 76th annual membership meeting of the Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association will be held this week on Tuesday, August the 25th at the Bailey County Coliseum, 2206 West American Boulevard, beginning at 5:30 with registration, a free meal, barbecue, chicken, and fish, special entertainment at 6, a short business meeting and door prizes at 6:30. Free blood pressure screening will be given, and also bring your registration card that you can find at the bottom of the Texas Co-op Power magazine for some great prizes at the 76th annual membership meeting of the Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association. It'll be Tuesday, August the 25th at the Bailey County Coliseum here in Muleshoe, 2206 West American Boulevard.
It's football week already, And the Muleshoe Mules will be traveling to open their 2015 season at Levelland on this Friday night. Game time 7:30, and all games this entire season for the Mules will be at 7:30. And Levelland has a new Lobo Stadium, and this will be the first game in the stadium. So it is a beautiful stadium, and we will certainly be traveling with them for Channel 6 with Jim Daniel and Quentin Poe, who are sitting in for Bob Graves, who retired after 21 years. 31 years, our voices of the Muleshoe Mules. Now you will hear in its entirety all season long on Saturday morning here on Reach Broadband Channel 6, the entire game, and see the entire game. Also, highlights on Saturday will be put up on our website, muleshoetv.com, our Twitter and Facebook / Gil Lamb of the Friday night games. And don't forget, reserve seat tickets for this football season are on sale right now to all who last season held reserve seat tickets. But on next Monday, August the 31st, all remaining tickets will go on sale on a first-come, first-served basis. There are 5 home games, and they will be $35. You buy your reserve seat tickets to Muleshoe Mules home games at the school administration business office, and that is at 514 West Avenue G, right across the street to the north of Benny Douglas Football Stadium. Their hours are Monday through Friday, 7:30 until 4:30. After the season starts, on game days, you can buy tickets for the reserve section at $8 per game. If you have any information about questions about the reserve seat tickets, call Dana Rasco at the Muleshoe ISD Administration Building, 806-272-7400. Now, the second game of this season will be also away at Sweetwater. But the first home game is not until September the 11th, when we host Seagraves here at Benny Douglas Stadium. So get your reserve seats now. General admission tickets to all varsity and sub-varsity games will be adults $3, students $2, and that does include college students as well. We have had 124,140 views of our football games that we have filmed since 2010 here on Channel 6 and online. This is the 20th season for the Muleshoe Mules head football coach and athletic director David Wood. And the Mules are playing a spread offense and a split defense this season. With 6 starters back on offense, the Mules will be able to put up points, and it will be up to the defense to get the teams off the field. At Muleshoe High School, we have 352 students enrolled. The Muleshoe City Council will have a special call meeting Monday at 6:30 at City Hall in the council chambers, and they will discuss and consider proposal from strategic government resources. Discuss and also consider filling the position of council district number 2 because Matt Davis, who was elected, is moving outside of the city limits of Muleshoe. And there will be a closed session in accordance with the Vernon's Texas codes, and then the city manager will be evaluated at that time. Also, the Bailey County Commissioners Court will meet in regular session at the Bailey County Courthouse on Monday morning, and among the items on the agenda will be Eric Giesker to address the court for purchasing body wiring out of the seizure fund and consider authorizing Bailey County Judge Sherry Harrison to sign SAVNS maintenance grant contract between the Office of the Attorney General and Bailey County, and the commissioners will also have a budget workshop. Well, Lupita Pineda tells us that she and her family attended the 101 birthday party for her grandfather, Roman Munez, in Saragossa, Texas, where he lives. And Lupita's mother, this is her father. A big happy 101 birthday to Roman Munez. The Bailey County Farm Bureau's 2015 convention will be Saturday, September the 19th at 7 o'clock at the Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association meeting room at 610 East American Boulevard here in Muleshoe. All members of the Bailey County Farm Bureau are urged to come out and enjoy the good food, the many prizes that will be given away. There will be thank you bags and more. Everything is free for the members of the Bailey County Farm Bureau. Memberships will be available to purchase at the door for $40. Only one membership per family is required. If you are over the age of 24, you're required to have your own membership in the Bailey County Farm Bureau. That is Saturday, September the 19th at 7 o'clock in the evening at the Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association's meeting room for the 2015 convention of the Farm Bureau here in our county. Life Tree Cafe will meet every Monday night at 7 in the parlor of the First United Methodist Church, and this is for everyone. This week's program is A Reason to Live, a story of hope from Rwanda. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in one moment.
Frying Cox here in Muleshoe, 401 South 1st Street, where they have a selection of Easy Care and Weatherall paint. Now marked down 50%. All sales are finals. All dog food is 50% off now while supplies last. And pet supplies, excluding buckets, 50% off, like dog treats, collars, and toys. 50% off. A clearance table as well. Frying Cox here in Muleshoe, 401 South 1st Street. They have wedding shower selections for Bradley, Lennon, and Jordy Page Heater, Todd Criswell, and Ashley Beggs as well. Fall is right around the corner, and Frying Cox has you covered. 401 South 1st Street. Frying Cox. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/Frying Cox. The swing bed program is now available at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center for the patient who is no longer in need of acute medical care but is not yet comfortable functioning independently at home. Call today the Muleshoe Area Medical Center for more information on the swing bed program, 806-272-4524. The Muleshoe Area Medical Center is at 708 South 1st Street right here in Muleshoe, Texas.
Kids First will resume during this school year next week on Tuesday, September the 1st, at the First Baptist Church Activity Center, and that is located in downtown Muleshoe on West Avenue B. They meet after school at 3:30, Robin Salazar says. Allsup's has started construction on their new location located at 12th and U.S. Highway 84. That is the former location of Muleshoe Motor Company that's just west of McDonald's. In our bargain basement, want to do yard work, odd jobs, and window cleaning, call Leslie Brinkley at 806-231-3962. The Fellowship of Alcoholics Anonymous and the Al-Anon family groups meet every Monday and Friday night at 7:30 here in Muleshoe. AA is a fellowship of both men and women who share their hope, strength, and experiences to stay sober one day at a time. Al-Anon is for family and friends of alcoholics and or drug addicts. That's Monday and Friday nights at 7 at the First United Methodist Church of Muleshoe, 507 West 2nd. Please use the extreme south door to enter. On your prayer list, please remember little 11-month-old Reed Markle, the son of Ryan and Morgan Markle. He is at home here in Muleshoe with his family, and he is recovering from major surgery done a week ago to remove a brain tumor which was malignant. This week, his family will be meeting with the oncologist. Please remember little Reed Markle and all of his family in your prayers. He is the grandson of David and Terry Markle, and Terry and Donna Burton, and the great-grandson of Alton and Alma Burton, all of Muleshoe. Robert Schaefer remains in Lubbock in intensive care. He had successful hip replacement surgery just recently, but had to be taken back to the hospital. Please remember Robert Schaefer, and he is the son of Louis Wayne and Wanda Schaefer of the Needmore community, and all of his family in your prayers. Angel Hunt and Cassie Crandall remain in our prayers. And don't forget all of the families who have lost loved ones who were fighting the fires on the West Coast here in America, and also those who have been so severely injured as well. Our son, Grayson Reynolds, has been on the Golden Trout Wilderness and the Sequoia National Forest at a fire, and he is going to be released to go on R&R for several days. He'll be coming back to Magdalena, New Mexico, where he is stationed, and also his girlfriend, Mar Santos, is on the Twist fire in Washington State, and that is where the 3 firemen were killed just last week. She has just arrived there. That's her second trip out to Washington State with the hot shots from the Carson National Forest out of Taos, New Mexico. We're so glad to report that Bob Alexander Bandera, the father of Julie Cage of Muleshoe, is doing so well as a new resident at the Parkview Nursing Care Center here in Muleshoe. Remember Jenny McVicker and Amarillo in assisted living, Laverne Smire here at the Parkview, and all the residents of the Parkview, and the nurses aides and the administration and the doctors who work with them, and those in our hospital as well. Remember the families of Joyce Bennett, 57, of Amarillo, the mother of Dana Wagner of Muleshoe, Jerry Haley of Muleshoe, 71 years of age, and the family of Julia Skalitsky, the mother of Paulette Beckerink, who died recently of cancer. Always remember Jana Finke, the daughter of Mrs. James Brown of Muleshoe, who has cancer, and Buck and Carolyn Johnson, and little Hannah Simmons, and 2-year-old Eliza Dodd of Portales in Cook's Children's Hospital in Fort Worth. Her mother is the former Jana Foster of Muleshoe.
Williams General Store, 1405 West American Boulevard, right here in Muleshoe, where they're a drop-off location for the Calvary Shoe Drive for back to school, to get kids ready for school that don't have the proper shoe wear. Williams has shoes set back and marked down prices, especially for the shoe drive. Check them out now with Dawn and Roger Gina at Williams General Store. Also, they now have Clementine Perfect Pedicures, lip balms, hand cream, skin repair, body wash, and body lotion. Check them out in the Clementine brand, now new at Williams General Store. Lots of new items arriving daily at Williams General Store, facebook.com/Williams General Store.
Remember in your prayers Joellen Coward and all of her family. Also, all of our teachers, our staff of our schools, our administrators, the ladies who work in the lunchroom, the school bus drivers, everyone who works with our students, the parents, and especially those parents who are sending off their children to college for the very first time, our college students and professors, and those parents who have sent off their children for the very first time ever in their lives. She started school this morning, and she seemed so very small as I walked there beside her in the kindergarten hall. And as she took her place beside the others in her class, I realized how all too soon those first few years can pass. Remembering I saw her as she first learned how to walk, the words that we alone made out when she began to talk. The little girl so much absorbed in learning how to write, it seems as though she must have grown to girlhood overnight. My eyes were blurred, but hastily I brushed away the tears, lest by some word or sign of mine I mar her first big day. Oh, how I longed to stay with her and keep her by the hand and lead her through the places that she couldn't understand. And something closely kin to fear was mingled with my pride. I knew she would no longer be a baby by my side. But she must have her chances to live, to work her problems out, the privilege to grow and learn what life is all about. And I must share my little girl with friends and work and play. She's not a baby anymore. She's in kindergarten today.
Well, it is just about time for us to go on this first day of school. Muletrain News Edition, brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our latest Muletrain News program rotating on Reach Broadband Channel 6 Find our last several months of Muletrain news archived free of charge on demand anytime you want to listen to them. MuleshoeTV.com. Click on the Muletrain news link at the top center of the page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith. No dictionary, no cursives. Details in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
And the Sounds of Texas are brought to you on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well as MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association right here in Muleshoe, celebrating 76 years of rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO, David Markle, all hope that you enjoy The Sounds of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
Vivian Morris of Crosbyton taught school 35 years at the Patton Springs Consolidated School near Afton, east of Lubbock. The school had manual typewriters.
I have people will say, yet I made my living from what you taught me.
Book covers were a big part of school when she was teaching.
When you got your book, then you got a book cover and you covered it. Advertisers paid for those book covers. And you put it on that book, and boy, you better keep it on there. If you had a naked book, you got reprimanded sharply. You had to go get you a paper sack or something, but you had to cover that book. Take care of it.
Mrs. Morris retired from teaching in 1988, but still is involved in education. During the school year, she goes to an elementary school.
I go up here to the second grade into their free reading period and listen to them read. I'm just another pair of ears, so they read aloud.
She says these days students don't use a dictionary. They use Google, and they are not taught to write in cursives.
When I write their names, well, I'll write it in cursive. And you know, the kids look at it and they look at it, and they're going to grow up and actually not have a legitimate signature.
Mrs. Morris attended Mary Hardin Baylor after she graduated from Paducah High School.
At Mary Hardin Baylor, the house mother tucked you in at night. It was just girls. House mothers did mother.
Her husband, Coy, was a B-24 pilot during World War II. One time, they were stationed in a remote area of California.
We had a little house. It was a converted chicken house.
Things like sugar, tires, shoes, and meat were rationed during the war.
But I remember being in a meat market, and there wasn't anything in there but an old fish, and it had still had its eyeballs in it. I didn't know a thing about a fish.
Vivian Morris of Crosbyton. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with The Sound of Texas.
It is time now for the market report, brought to you today by Stephen DeMint, financial advisor with Edward Jones, located right here in Muleshoe at 104 West 2nd Street. Call 806-272-4102. Speak with Stephen or branch office administrator Dana Rempe. They can assist you with any of your financial needs, no matter where you live. The market report was recorded this Monday, August the 24th, 2015 at 11:30 a.m.
This is Dana Rempe of Edward Jones, member of the New York Stock Exchange Incorporated, bringing you the daily financial market report. U.S. stocks are down across the board as a sell-off in global equity markets deepens. All 10 S&P sectors are lower this morning, with energy shares leading the decline as crude oil nears $38 per barrel. In corporate news, Southern Company announced that it plans to acquire AGL Resources for $12 billion in cash. Treasuries are higher on weakness in equities. So far this morning in the S&P 500, the best-performing sector is telecommunications, while the worst-performing sector is energy. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 188 to 16,271. The S&P 500 Index is down 25 to 1,944. And the NASDAQ Composite Index is down 40 to 4,665. This morning, volume on the New York Stock Exchange is high, with 778 million shares traded. Decliners are outnumbering advancers by a wide margin. In commodity markets, the spot price of gold is down $2 to $1,158. The spot price of silver is down 24 cents to $15.08, and crude oil prices are down $1 to $39. In bond markets, the 30-year Treasury yield is currently 2.72%, and the 10-year Treasury yield is 2%. In stocks of local interest, Apple is up $1.22 to 106.98. ConocoPhillips is down 56 cents to 44.83. Johnson & Johnson is down 86 cents to 94.70. AT&T is down 30 cents to 33.13. Pfizer is down 50 cents to 33.04. Xcel Energy is down 60 cents to 34.96. Walmart is down 72 cents to 65.82. Procter & Gamble is down $1.13 to 70.71. Walt Disney Company is up $1.09 to 99.93. And Kinder Morgan is down 39 cents to 31.40. This is Dana Rimpey of Edward Jones, member SIPC, serving individual investors with personalized attention and long-term financial advice at 104 West 2nd Street in Muleshoe. Daily commentary is also located on our website at edwardjones.com.